And good afternoon, everybody. It's another Monday Pilates class with Doug through Yoga Community. Today, we're going to need our yoga block as usual, and we're going to start class sitting in a chair. So you should have a chair with no armrests. A stool would be even better. And any old dining room chair is fine. I'm going to give everybody time to go get a chair and set it up. And in the meantime, I'm going to mute my live participants. I'm going to just move my laptop down so you get a better view of me sitting in the chair. We're going to take a lot of spinal movements today, sitting in the chair. Okay, I'm going to raise my head up a little bit more. Also, I have a little yellow Pilates ball here. Before we start moving around, I wanted to let you know that next Friday, I'm going to teach a class using the Pilates ball. You don't have to have a ball, but you can always substitute a block or a rolled up towel. But if you get a Pilates ball, you can order it from Amazon or OPTP. It should be very lightweight. It should be about 9 to 12 inches in diameter, and it should not be inflated all the way. It should be a little bit squishy. It should be sturdy enough to hold your body weight. Okay, and I'm going to set the ball aside. We're not using it today. That's your homework, order a ball. So sitting in the chair, I'm going to do some spinal movements, and I want you to sit forward in your chair so that you have some air under your thighs. Your knees are going to be a little bit wider than hip width apart, and you should walk your feet slightly forward because you want the ankles slightly in front of the knees. I'm going to turn sideways and show you how I would like you to sit. Kind of like so. Now, before we start moving our spine around, we're going to practice our elevation. That means making the spine longer. So take your hands and just kind of put them lightly alongside your head with the fingertips just under the bony edges of the jaw here, and just sit normally with a straight spine. Now, as you inhale, just gently encourage your head to move directly up to the ceiling. This will lengthen out your spine and it will narrow your waistline. As you exhale, just let the spine settle in again without slumping, rounding, or arching. You inhale, lift, and elevate. And you can also push your feet into the floor a little bit to help your body get longer. And exhale, settle in. Let's go ahead and move the hands, rest them on your thighs. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, the top of the head moves closer to the ceiling. Exhale, let the spine settle in. And one more time, we'll inhale as we lift, the shoulders stay relaxed. And as we lower, the spine just kind of settles into normal. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair sideways. We're going to arch and curl. When I say arch, that means you are arching or taking the spine in extension. As you curl, that means flexion. You're rounding your spine. During this whole series, the chin's going to stay above the pubic bone. You guys can face me or you can turn your chair to the side, either one. Here's our start position. We inhale and elevate. We exhale, arch. And shoulders go down. We inhale, come to the straight spine, stay elevated. And we exhale, curl, rounding the spine. And inhale, elevate. And exhale, arch, lifting the heart. Inhale, elevate, and exhale, curl. Pull the belly in, the pelvis rocks backwards a little bit. Inhale, elevate. As you exhale, arch, the pelvis rolls forward a little bit. Inhale, elevate, exhale, curl. Inhale, elevate. We're going to do one more of each. Exhale, arch. Inhale, elevate. And exhale, curl. And inhale, elevate. Very nice. From here, we're going to go into twisting. I'm going to face you again. A twist is actually the rotation of the spine. And we're just going to we're not going to do anything forceful with the hands, but we're going to take some hand movement along the body as we twist. Let me show you how we're going to do it before you start. We'll inhale, elevate, and we'll exhale, twist. I'm sliding my left knee away and I'm sliding my belly and my pelvis over to the right. Okay, and then we do the other side. We're going to do 4 each way. Start position. Inhale, elevate. We're going to go to the right. Exhale, twist and slightly lift the chest. Inhale, untwist. And exhale, go the other way. Inhale, untwist, staying elevated. Exhale, twist. Inhale, untwist. And to the left, exhale, twist. Inhale, untwist. It's like going up a spiral staircase. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. We have one more each side. And last one to the left. And inhale to center. Very nice. If you do have arm rests, you're going to have to just take your arms outside of those arm rests. Just sit tall, elevating, and allow the arms to drop, and just open up the shoulders. So your arms are going to go like this, right? The palms may face forward. Allow the shoulders to drop, and we're going to side bend. So we're going to inhale and elevate first. We're going to go to the right. Exhale. Try to keep the rib cage lifted off the pelvis as you go into your side stretch. Inhale, come back to center, stay elevated. Exhale, side bending to the left now. And inhale to center. And yes, you may push your foot or feet into the floor to help you go into these movements. So use the legs. The legs are solid. They're staying connected to the floor. The abdominals are co-contracting because you don't want your low back to arch. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale to center. We're going to do one more each side. Inhale to center. Last one will be to the left. And inhale to center. Great, and then we'll relax the body. Good. We have one more to go. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn my chair sideways, and I want to show you how we're going to do this first before you go into the movements. So this is called a wave. It involves arching and curling. Again, sitting the same way. We will inhale, elevate. We will exhale, arch, and bring the body forward. We're rolling our pelvis forward too. The chest stays lifted. Then we inhale and allow the spine to straighten out. The back goes flat. And then we exhale, we tuck the pelvis, and we just pull our spine into a curl, and we roll a little bit backwards. And then we inhale, elevate. Again, that was one, and we're going to do 4 of those total. So I'm going to stay facing sideways. That way you can see what's going on. Okay. Inhale, elevate. Now, as you start your exhale, you rock the pelvis forward, and that brings your body into an arch, and you bring the body forward, but you try not to drop down to the floor. And then you inhale, take the spine to straight and neutral, and then you exhale, you tuck the pelvis rolls backwards, that brings your spine into a curl. And then we'll inhale, come to the straight spine. We have 3 more to go. Exhale, arch. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, elevate. Exhale, arch. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, elevate. Exhale, arch. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, elevate, and 1 more to go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And then relax. Very nice. We're done with the chair. I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and move your chair out of the way, and we will be coming to standing. And I'm going to take my laptop up a little bit higher so you can see a standing teacher. We're just going to work on our balance here. All right. Good, I got it just right. All right, we're gonna get our balance. We're gonna stand onto our left foot. We're gonna make sure our hips stay level. We're gonna co-contract. Take the right leg straight out in front of you. Have a long, straight leg. Okay, we're just gonna pulse the leg up and down like so. It doesn't have to be fast. Not bouncing, but staying in control of the movement. No move, no changes in the spine. Nice neutral spine. We'll pause the leg and then we'll go left to right. Da, 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 da. Try to hold your body still and not let this movement move your body around too much. Good, and we'll pause and bring the leg down. Let's reorganize the body, stand on the other foot, take the left leg up and forward. Straighten it out, gently point the foot. Make sure you're not hiking up the hip or dropping the hip. Nice and squared up. Up and down pulses. And breathe. Pause the leg, left to right, east to west. Be sure you're breathing. And pause the leg and we'll come down gracefully. We'll shake it out. I want to adjust my screen downward just a little bit. And now we're going to make little circles. So we're standing on the left foot again. We'll take the right leg out. Point the foot, long straight leg from the hip joint. Little circles in one direction. I'm going to do 8. Pause at the top, go the other way. Notice how hard the standing leg is working too. Pause at the top, come down, reorganize. We're almost done. Left leg up, nice and straight, and here we go, one direction. We'll pause, and other direction. And pause and come down, shake it out. All right, we're ready to go down to the mat. Now stay standing. I got to set up my mat. And we're going to stand on the mat and do a few roll downs before we start. So lowering my laptop again. If I didn't tell you before, we will probably be using the block, so have that handy. Let's all face this way. You're not going to see my upper body, but stand near the front of your mats. Stand tall and elevate the spine as you relax the shoulders. Take an inhale, and we'll exhale, drop the head, round the upper spine, bend the knees, and round the lower spine. The head and the arms just hang heavy. When you get to the bottom, take an inhale, just keeping the head dropped. And we'll start our exhale as we roll back up. You can take 1, 2, or 3 breaths as you roll up. Inhale at the top. Let's do that again. And inhale at the bottom. And start your exhale as you roll up and continue to breathe. And inhale at the top. Last one, we're going to roll down. We'll bring our hands to the mat, come down to all fours. Take the knees wider, take the knees the width of the mat, and take external rotation in your hip joints as you cross the ankles over each other and cross them as much as possible. And then bring the feet to the floor and slide your body back and see if you can just sit cross-legged like so. That may work for you and it may not. Let's take the legs out to the front and we'll scooch forward a little bit on the mat. And we're gonna sit in frog legs. So sit with your knees bent about 90 degrees. Let the knees fall out to the side and bring the bottoms of the feet together. Grab onto the front of your knees and encourage your spine to be tall and straight. And see if you can get that spine elevated. Fingertips go alongside the head, elbows out. We're all going to be side bending toward the screen. We inhale to side bend this time. And then we exhale, come back to center. And inhale, side bend the other way. And exhale to center. We're going to do one more each side. Last one. And exhale to center. Stay tall. Take an inhale here. And now exhale, twist toward your screen. Inhale, untwist. And exhale, twist the other way. And inhale, untwist. And exhale, twist toward your screen. Inhale back. Exhale, twist away from your screen. And inhale back. We're going to add on. Exhale, twist toward your screen. Stay on the twist. Inhale, take a side bend. One elbow drops behind the bent knee. Exhale, come upright. You're still in the twist. Inhale, untwist. Let's go the other way. Exhale, twist. Inhale, take the side bend as you stay in the twist. Exhale, come upright. Inhale, untwist. One more each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, come upright. Inhale, untwist. Other way. Exhale, twist. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, come upright. And inhale, untwist. And we'll relax the arms and we'll shake the legs out. So we're going to go into our shivering. Again, most of you have done the shivering several times now, but I'll talk you through it anyway. We want to come down to our elbows and have our knees just a little bit bent, and the legs are close together but not touching. Lift and lower out of your shoulders a few times and find the place that feels neutral to you. You don't want to be dropped into the shoulders. We are not poofing out our chest. Our entire spine is slightly rounded in a C curve. Our body should be in the shape of a cradle. The belly is pulled in. We're trying to get the rib cage as far away from the pelvis as possible. Now the upper body is going to be holding still. And what we want to do is start shivering our legs. Here we go. We're really fast. Very small moves, but very energetic. And stop and rest. It's kind of like a drum roll in the circus, right? You're making the drum roll with your legs. Let's set the upper body and we'll do it again. Here we go. If you're new to this, it seems really clumsy and klutzy, but you will get better at it every week. And rest. Take a breath or two. Be sure that spine stays long and slightly rounded. We have one more to go. And rest, very nice. Okay, let's lie down on the mat. Home position. I want you to grab your block and I want you to put the block in between the knees, either the skinny way or the medium width. Whatever feels better, whatever makes your legs feel like they're parallel. And then I want you to take the block out and set the block aside, but don't move your knees. We're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, roll up to a bridge. Inhale at the top and exhale, lower the upper spine first and the rest of the spine follows. Inhale, come to neutral spine. If your knees started coming apart and you couldn't help yourself, put the block between the knees. Otherwise, we'll do this without the block. Here's number 2, exhale. Pubic bone lifts to the ceiling. Inhale, body in a long straight line. Exhale, spine coming down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom, so the pelvis kind of rocks to neutral. And then the pelvis rocks the other way, tucking, and exhale, we push the feet into the floor. And inhale at the top, and exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Let's do the last one with our arms up. Inhale, and exhale, tuck, and feel the spine being very, very bendy and supple as we come up to a straight spine. And we exhale down. Good. Now we're going to do our spine twist without the block. So let's bring, with the assist of the hands if necessary, bring the legs to tabletop and squeeze the knees together, squeeze the feet together, and then press that low back into the mat. Arms go out to the side in an airplane position along the floor, palms up. Everybody's going to twist toward the screen. Inhale. Try to keep squeezing the knees together. And exhale, come back to center, and then twist away from the screen. Inhale. We want to avoid the knees gliding past each other, and exhale back in. And inhale, twist away, toward your screen. Exhale back in. And inhale, twist away from your screen. And exhale back in. Little change up. We're going to inhale, twist toward the screen. And stay here. Exhale, just straighten the upper leg. Inhale, bend the upper knee, feet together. And exhale, come back in. Other direction. Inhale, twist out. Exhale, straighten the upper leg. Inhale, bend the upper knee, feet together. Exhale, come back in. Adding on to that, inhale, twist toward your screen. Exhale, straighten both legs. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, come back in. One more to go. Inhale, twist. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, come back in and lower one foot and lower the other foot and take a breath. We're going to grab that block. Again, put the block between the knees. Let's all do the skinny way, the skinniest way of the block, and then we'll leave the knees right where they are as we take the block out. Get ready for our chest lift. Make your spine feel like it's longer along the mat. Make your spine long. Elevate the spine even though you're lying on the mat. We inhale to prepare. We exhale, lift up the upper half of the spine. Maybe the bottoms of the shoulder blades come just off the mat. We pause and inhale, and we exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. And we inhale with the knuckles barely touching the mat. And we exhale, lift. Pause, inhale, and exhale, lower. Pause, inhale, and lift. And pause. And lower, and pause, and lift, and pause, and lower, and pause. We're going to add on. Lift, and pause, inhale, and exhale. Everybody twist the rib cage toward the screen. And inhale back to center. And twist the rib cage away from the screen. And inhale back to center, and twist, and center, and twist, and center, and one more each side, and twist, and center, and twist, and center. Once you get to the center, you're ready to exhale and come down. So we're going to do that, a little version of that one more time. We're going to leave our hands behind our head. You guys are going to twist toward me, and I'm going to twist toward you so that we can kind of watch each other. We inhale to prepare, and we exhale, lift. We pause, inhale, and you guys exhale and twist toward the screen, and hold in the twist. The arm that's highest, that arm moves from behind the head and reaches upward. Okay, now, lift half an inch higher and get that one shoulder blade off the mat, and then lower about an inch. Stay in the twist, and exhale, lift higher, and inhale, lower just a little bit. And exhale, lift higher, and inhale, lower, stay in the twist, and exhale, lift higher. Inhale, lower an inch, bring the hand back behind the head, untwist, and lower the torso to the mat. Hope that made sense to everybody. We're going to do the other side. I'm going to be twisting away from you. You're going to be twisting away from me. Co-contract the abdominals. Take your inhale. Exhale, lift up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, twist away from your screen. Hold in the twist. Make sure the knees don't shift to one side. Upper arm reaches for the ceiling. And we exhale, lift a little bit more. And we inhale, lower, not more than an inch. and exhale, lift. And inhale, lower, not more than an inch. And lift. And lower. And one more time, and lift. And inhale, lower an inch. Stay in the twist. Take the hand back behind the head. Untwist. And then we'll lower back down to the mat. Okay, going into leg circles. We're going to do our leg circles 3 ways. So take your arms out to the side in an airplane position along the floor, palms up. Attach, I want you to somewhat attach the low back to the mat. Straighten your left leg out long along the floor. Point the foot and just press that foot down into the mat or to the floor. Now our right knee comes into our chest. Right knee is bent. Try to keep your spine neutral as you bring that right knee as close to the chest as possible, and then straighten the leg up to the ceiling and flex the right foot only. Okay. We're going to do 3 leg circles to the inside without moving the hips or the rest of the body. Here we go. And we pause at the top, and then we do it again, same direction. Pause at the top, 1 more. And pause at the top. Now go the other direction to the outside. And pause again. And pause 1 more time. And pause. Then the right knee will bicycle the leg down to the floor. Right leg is straight, right foot is pointed, left knee into chest. Left leg straight up to the ceiling, left foot flexes. 3 circles to the inside. And pause again. And pause, and 1 more. And pause, other direction. And pause again. And pause, and 1 more. And pause. We'll just kind of bend the knee and just slide that leg down along the floor however you want. We're going to switch legs. The right leg comes back up. We'll take the leg up. We'll flex the foot. We're going to move our arms now so that our arms are alongside the body on the mat, palms down. 3 circles to the inside. And pause again. And pause 1 more. And pause. It's a little harder to stabilize because your arms are now closer to your body. Other direction. And pause. And pause. And pause. Knee bends or right leg glides along the floor. Left knee into chest. Left knee straight up to the ceiling. Flex the left foot. Let's go to the inside. And pause again. And pause, and 1 more. And pause. So you're using the abs a little bit more to stabilize yourself. Other direction. And pause again. And pause 1 more. And pause. Bend the knee. We'll take the left leg to the floor. Point the left foot. Before we bring up the right leg, let's bring the arms up. Yes, we'll get them off the floor. Right knee in. Right leg up. Flex the right foot. 3 circles to the inside. And pause again. And pause 1 more. And pause other way. And pause again. And pause 1 more. And pause. Bend the knee. Right leg to the floor. Left knee in. Left leg up. Flex the foot. Firm up the belly to the inside. And pause. Here's 2. And pause. And 3. And pause. Other way. And pause again. And pause 1 more. And pause. Bend the knee. Leg to the floor. Arms relaxed down. Very nice. Bend both your knees. Come to your home position. That was 9 leg circles total each way. That's the most we've ever done. Let's do a bridge. Inhale first. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, scoop the belly. The pubic bone leads the way up. Hips stay nice and squared up. Hip creases are open. Pubic bone is higher than the hip bones. You might feel a stretch along the front of the thighs here. Keeping the hips square, we lift up the right leg. We keep the right knee bent. We inhale and lower the right foot to the floor. Left leg up. Exhale up and inhale and switch and inhale and switch and inhale. Again, and inhale down and switch and lower and right knee and lower and left knee and lower. One more each side. And last one. And lower. Check your hips. They should still be squared up. Pubic bone should be high. One last inhale. Exhale, lower the spine one vertebra at a time. We're going to take a little break. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock your body around. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. You do the same if you want to. And we're going to go into our abdominal series, one of our abdominal series. So we're going to start with single leg stretch. This is the one where the legs are just kind of pumping, and you have the option of keeping the hands lightly along the knee, or you can have your hands behind your head to take care of your neck. Let's all take the hands behind the head for now and lift up to a chest lift position. And then we'll bring the legs to tabletop one at a time. And shoot our left leg out and bring the right knee in a little closer. So you have the option of hands staying behind the head or lightly grasp each side of the knee. We'll take a sharp exhale here. We'll inhale, switch legs, and exhale, reach and kick and pointed feet the whole time, and head and chest stay lifted. Really scoop that belly in. And just a few more. And right leg goes out last, so we're even. Good. Bring the left foot down to the floor. Hands behind the head. Lift the right leg up higher. Straighten the left leg along the floor and really, really straighten both legs. Now, again, choice of hands behind the head to support the neck, or hands lightly alongside the right knee. We pulse the right leg twice and switch and pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and exhale and boom, boom, and boom, boom, and scissoring the legs, keeping them as straight as possible. And we'll finish with the left leg up and rest. One breath here. Lift back up into chest lift position, legs to tabletop, left leg out long, right knee in, crisscross. Exhale, twist to the right, switch legs, exhale, twist to the left, and twisting with the rib cage, relaxing the arms, working from the center. Few more to go. And we'll finish twisting to the left. And then we'll come back to center and come down one foot at a time. And we'll relax. And then going into our double leg stretch. Again, you have the option of keeping one hand behind the head and circling the other arm, or you can circle both arms. We're going to do 8 in all. You'll switch arms after 4. So lifting the chest lift, legs to tabletop, legs and feet together, knees closer to chest, chest closer to knees. One hand stays behind the head, other hand goes on top of the knee, or one hand on top of each knee. Inhale, arms and legs go out long. Exhale, arms circle around, knees come back in. And inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, switch arms if you're doing that, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, Exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, one more. And come down. Let's take a full body stretch. And relax. Hold on a second, you guys. All right, time for another bridge. Got things going on in the house here today. We're going to be lifting to a bridge. We're going to have one leg up, and we're going to lift and lower into our bridge with one leg up the whole time. So let's take an inhale. Let's take the exhale, tuck the pelvis, float up to a bridge. Long straight line from the knees through the body. Right leg up. If you can have that leg perfectly vertical, point the foot, the leg stays straight, keeping the pelvis and the hips squared up. We inhale to prepare. We exhale, lower the spine, one bone at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, float the hips up. Think about reaching the toes to the ceiling. Pause, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale at the bottom. The spine should flatten out here. And tuck, exhale, reach up, lift up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale at the bottom. We'll do one more. Arms stay soft. Pause, inhale, and we'll leave the leg up as we exhale, lower. And then you can bring the foot to the floor. I'm feeling the left glute right here. I hope you are too. Okay, we'll be doing the other side. Inhale first. Exhale with both feet down. We'll roll up. We'll get our bearings here, and then left leg up to the ceiling. Long, straight leg, foot pointed. Inhale here at the top. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Pause, inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll back up. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck, lift. Don't cheat yourself. Get as far as up as you can go. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale at the bottom. Last one. Exhale, tuck, lift. Pause, inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. And then we'll bring that foot down to the floor. Nice. Let's take a quick stretch. Straighten out your left leg along the floor, right leg up to the ceiling, and gently grasp the leg with your hands. Give yourself a gentle stretch. You can point and flex your foot if you want. Who says I'm not a nice guy, right? And we'll switch. Nice straight leg, point and flex the foot. In a little while, we're going to do another version of that single leg bridge. And come down. All right, just roll up to sitting. So we're going to go into our cradle. If you don't like the cradle, you can just practice your teaser, which is something like that. They're both a lot of fun. In our cradle, we want to have our body cradle shaped. And I'm going to face you just for a second. This is how we want our arms. We want our arms, our elbows really wide, shoulder blades apart, and the hands will just kind of rest on the mat. You can have fingertips on the mat if you want to make it a little harder. Now, we are slightly rolled back. Our legs are together. The knees are a little bent. Fingertips or hands on the floor. The angle of the spine is probably around 45 degrees. Now, we want to have our spine lengthened and rounded, like in a very generous C curve here. There's no compacting. There's no crunching. We want to be really long. Shoulder blades are apart and down. So I'm going to let you breathe the way you want. What we're going to do is roll back a little further and float the legs up. Elbows are not on the floor. And then as we lower the legs, we float back up, not all the way upright, but to about 45 degrees, heels on the floor. So let's do 3 more. We float for a second, and then we just rock the cradle back up, heels to the floor. And as we roll back, the legs lift up. We float for a second, and we float back up. And one more time. And roll back up. And shake it out. Let's arch the back a little bit. That'll take tension out of the spine. Move your spine around a little, however it feels good. Now we'll straighten our legs together, feet pointed, sit up straight, arms forward, C curve in the spine. We're going to do 1 roll down to come back down. Inhale first, and exhale. And inhale. Let's bring the hands behind the head. We'll bend the knees. We'll find our legs in home position. Let's lift up and get ready for what I call the hamstring pull 3. That's going to involve the twist. Straighten the left leg long along the floor. Right leg straight up to the ceiling. Both feet are pointed. Lift a little higher. Pulse the right leg twice. Switch. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse, keep the belly firm, and add the twist when you're ready. You want to twist toward the upper leg. And switch, pulsing the upper leg only, but not the rest of the body. People have a tendency to shake, rattle, and roll the body here. Try to just keep the body smooth, only the leg pulsing. 1 more each side. And come down and rest. All right, I'm going to quickly demonstrate what we're going to do next, and then we'll all do it. Hands are going to go behind the head, chest lift position, legs in tabletop, knees and feet together. So the movement is straightening the legs up to the ceiling, keeping the legs straight and circling them around, bringing them to about 45 degrees, and then bending the knees and coming in again. This is what we do with the legs when we do the backstroke exercise. So let's all try 4 of them together. Lifting up, legs in tabletop. Inhale, legs straighten toward the ceiling. Exhale, straight legs circle around, come together, and knees come back in. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, circle. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, circle. 1 more time. Inhale, straight legs. As you exhale, circle, be sure the low back stays on the mat. And we bring 1 foot down and other foot down. And head down. And full body stretch. Okay, now we're ready for another bridge. Home position. We inhale first. We exhale, tuck the pelvis and float up to a bridge. This time, instead of taking the right leg straight up, we're going to take the right leg and lower it about 45 degrees until the knees are lined up with each other. You don't have to have the knees touching. That leg is lined up with your hip joint. We inhale here at the top. We exhale, lower the spine, keeping that right leg out at about 45 degrees. We inhale at the bottom, exhale, tuck, and lift the pelvis back up. We inhale here at the top. We exhale, slowly lower. Inhale at the bottom. I want you to rock that pelvis. So we tuck the pelvis, we lift. Everything's neutral here. We inhale, we exhale. As we lower, we're tucking the pelvis again. And inhale, we're going to do 1 more. Now we're going to lift up, the knees are lined up. Now we're going to bring that leg up to the ceiling. We bend the knee, take the right foot to the floor. Good. Now even out your feet. We're going to inhale, we're going to take a little break, exhale, roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, lift back up to the bridge. Okay. Left leg up. We'll start taking it straight to the ceiling. Then we carefully lower that leg to 45 degrees without arching the back. We inhale here. As we exhale lower, the left knee is going to drop a little bit lower than the right knee because we're keeping our leg at 45. We inhale at the bottom, exhale, tuck, lift back up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale at the bottom. You've really got to stay safe and co-contract here. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale at the bottom. We're going to do one more. Let's lift. We stay lifted. We'll bring the leg up, bend the knee, left foot to the floor. You'll need to kind of even out your feet here. One last inhale and exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. And knees to chest. You might feel that one tomorrow. And you can thank me later. Okay, let's do our sideline series. Just roll over onto your side facing your screen. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. We're going to go into our side lift. Lower arm is long along the floor, lined up with your spine. The spine is lined up down the middle of the mat. This is a nice time to put a towel on your upper arm so you can rest your head on the towel. Hips are stacked, both legs slightly forward, supporting hand on the floor in front of your chest. We're going to do 4. We exhale, lift the legs. We inhale, lower and hover. And exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower and hover. We have 2 more. And 1 more. And lower the legs. Take away the kickstand arm. Just take it somewhere up to the ceiling. We'll exhale, lift. Inhale, lower and hover. And lift. And lower. And 2 more to go. And lower. And 1 more to go. And lower the legs. Coming up to the elbow for the side kick. I'm just going to do a few of these because there's something else I want to do today. Legs are in the same place. They're slightly out to the front. Elbow on the mat. We're lifted up out of the shoulder and the spine is straight and not slumping. We'll take the arm up. Now reach higher toward the ceiling. This will cause you to widen your chest, which is good here. Fingertips to the side of the head. The upper leg lifts so it's parallel to the floor. Straighten the leg all the way and flex the foot. Bring the leg forward, pulse it twice, point the foot, bring the leg slightly behind you, pulse it twice, flex the foot. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. And last one. Float the moving leg above the lower leg. That's your start position, and then bring the leg down. Now we're going to go down to our side again, but rest our head in our hand. If this is not comfortable for your neck, you can go back to the first position we were in, like so. We're going to do a version of clam. Bend your knees and feet together, and the feet are almost lined up with the spine. The feet are not out in front of the mat like that. Kind of lined up. Kickstand hand on the floor. We're just going to lift up the upper leg so it's a little bit higher than the knee, is a little bit higher than the hip joint. Right now the hip joint's in neutral. We're going to take external rotation in the hip joint. The knee goes higher, the foot goes lower. When you take the internal rotation, the knee goes lower and the foot goes higher. We don't want to be shifting our hips around though. So external and internal. External and internal. Your feet never have to touch here. Don't worry about that. Just getting that movement in the hip joint. Okay, let's add on. Let's go to the external and straighten the leg. And then bend the knee and go to the internal. So we go to the external. When we straighten our leg, the knee stays exactly in the same place in space. We bend the knee again. and now the knee moves. And external, straighten, bend, and internal. External, straighten, bend, and internal. One more time. External, straighten, bend, internal, neutral, let the legs close. Let's do that again and just make it a little harder. We'll come up to the elbow like we're going to do side kick. We'll leave the legs right where they are. Lift it out of the shoulder, straight spine. Both hands can be on the floor. Lifting up the leg. Let's start with internal. Let's go to external. This will be a little harder because our body is lifted up. And internal and external. And internal, now we're going to add on external. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Internal. External. Try not to let your spine move. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Internal. One more time. External. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Internal. Neutral. Lower the leg. Let's do the other side. So just lie on your other side. Keep facing your screen. Side lift is first, the one where we lift both the legs. Kickstand hand in place, both legs slightly to the front. We firm up in the belly. We exhale, float the legs up. We inhale, float the legs down. And we lift. And we lower. The work comes from our center. And lower. One more time. And inhale, lower. We'll simply take away the kickstand arm and lift the legs and lower the legs. And exhale and inhale and lift and lower and lift and lower. Good. Coming up for our side kick, up to the elbow. Legs in the same place, straight spine. Really lift it out of this lower shoulder. Upper arm up, widen the chest, fingertips alongside the temples. Upper leg lifts so it's parallel to the floor. Flex the foot, make the leg longer. Exhale forward, pulse, pulse. Point the foot, inhale back, pulse, pulse. And forward and back. And exhale and inhale, keeping the rest of the body perfectly still. And two more. And last one. Neutral leg and lower the leg. Going into our clam, internal, external rotation. I'm going to lie back down on my side, bend the elbow, wrist, the head, and the hand. You can be in a lower position if you want. Knees bend. Feet are more or less lined up with the spine. Upper leg lifts, knee stays bent. Let's take the external rotation first, and then the internal. And external and internal. This may tell you which hip is a little bit looser, which is a little bit tighter. Be sure you're breathing. I like to take an exhale as I go into the end of the move, and then another exhale. All right, let's add on. We do the external, we straighten the leg, we bend the knee, and go to the internal. And external, straighten, bend, and internal. And external, straighten, bend, and internal. One more time. External, straighten, bend, internal, neutral. And let's come up to the elbow. It'll be a little bit harder. You might not get quite as much range of motion. Rib cage lifted so the spine is straight. Leg comes up and internal and external and internal, external, internal, external, internal. Let's add on external. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, and internal and external. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, and internal and external, and straighten and bend and internal. One more time, external, straighten and bend, and internal and neutral and lower and rest. Come on up, let's face this way and take a quick rest pose. Our hips should be feeling really good right now. And let's lie on our belly and do some of the work on the belly. You're going to be having your arms straight out to the side. So make sure you don't have furniture or stuff in your way. I'm moving my mat a little bit further away from the couch. I'm going to take my glasses off. I know they're going to fall off anyway. Set up for your back extension. We're going to do the back extension a little bit differently today. So the legs are together as usual, the feet are pointed, the spine is very long. Instead of the arms squeezing into the side of the body, just have the arms alongside the body. They're near the body and the palms face in. We want to have the front of the shoulders lifted off the mat and the head floating above the mat. If you would like to watch me for the first one, that's fine. We're going to exhale to lift today. We exhale and lift. We also lift the arms and we pull the shoulder blades down and we squeeze the shoulder blades together. We inhale and we lower back down and the shoulders to come to more of a neutral. Okay, we exhale, lift. Squeezing the shoulder blades together helps you lift up a little higher. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Someone's pulling on your arms. They're pulling your arms back toward your feet. Inhale, lower. We'll do one more. And inhale, lower. Go ahead and turn your head to one side. Take a little rest. Turn your head to the other side. Take a few more breaths. And let's get set up for another one. The only difference here is when we lift up, instead of pulling the arms back, we're just going to swing the arms out to the side like we're an airplane. And then as we lower down, we'll bring the arms back in again. And also, we're also going to be lifting our legs. I'd like you to keep your legs as close together as possible, arms alongside the body. We're going to take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift as the arms go out to the sides. Inhale, lower as the arms come back in. Exhale, lift, legs come up, chest comes up. Inhale, lower, come back in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And as you reach the arms out, I want the shoulder blades coming apart. And inhale, lower. Let's do one more. And inhale, arms come in as you lower. Stack the hands under the forehead. Take a little rest. Take a few breaths here. Let the body relax. Let the body soften. And then let's come up and take another rest pose. Be careful on your spine, your back muscles are kind of tightened up. They're not going to release right away, so go easy into this. Your body will decide when it's time to relax. When you're ready, come up to all fours. We're going to round the back just a little bit into a cat stretch, not too rounded yet. And then we're going to inhale, carefully arch the back, go into that arch. And exhale, we'll go into that curl. You should be able to curl a little more by now. And inhale, arch. And you should be able to do a full curl here. And inhale, arch. We'll finish up with a curl. And inhale, come to neutral. Let's come to sitting on the mat facing your screen. Legs out in front of you. Feet are flexed. Knees bent a little bit if you've got tight hamstrings. Wherever you are, have a tall, straight spine. Relax your arms alongside your body. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Now, as we start our slow exhale, we're going to start to roll back, and then we're going to bring the arms forward. We're going to do like we're diving into a pool. If you can't hold on to your toes, rest your hands on your shins. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take 2 more breaths and look for relaxation and softening here. The belly is pulled in a little bit, though you'll get a little more of a curl if you can pull the belly in. Last exhale. Let go of the toes. Inhale. Let's stack the spine, 1 vertebra on top of the next. Breathing normally. And head comes up last. And let's bring the arms forward. Give yourself a big hand.